HTS regime congratulated Donald J. Trump on his inauguration. And we are confident that he is the leader to bring peace to the Middle East and restore stability to the region. I haven't seen any leader or de facto leader of a country whose country, one third of his country is occupied by American forces, and then Fox is congratulating the president of the country which occupies his country.
Is speechless, really. And the other thing is, how is Giuliani a legitimate government? It's not a government. It's by definition, according to international law, according to the International Press's own legal handbook, technically it's a military junta. It's a junta. And in this case, it's a listed, prescribed terrorist organization that is basically at the head of the junta. So it's not a government. There's been no plebiscite. There are no promises of elections. So normally what the U.S. would engage with those representatives like this and say, you need to give us a timeline for elections. That's been U.S. policy across the board for time immemorial. In this case, that's just been suspended. And there's been no explanation. There's been no sort of accountability from the British, from the Americans, why they aren't demanding election date, because they do it everywhere else. So, I mean, you've basically got the heads of ISIS and Al-Qaeda heading all these departments, and then half the people aren't even Syrian. I mean, it's a total clown show. I mean, these aren't like erudite, Swiss finishing school, boarding school products from, the political academy with young leaders from the WEF. And this is not what that is. These are people that are hardcore. They're implementing Sharia law in the most extreme sense. This is Islamic State, ISIS style, right on the border of Europe, essentially.